Capricorn, how are you? Um, I was alerted by a Capricorn in the comments, and they were like, hey man, you put up Gemini. I was expecting a Capricorn reading. And just FYI, I am never offended by that. If you want to tell me, like, hey, I'm looking out for this reading, that lets me know, because sometimes I don't really know. I'm like, do they need a reading? Do they not? So I am never offended by that. And you all are such a blessing. And it's the fact that you all watch and view the messages that I'm able to do what I do. So I'm just very appreciative, and I want to let you know that. Okay. So let's hop into this, Capricorn. Okay. I was going to do Virgo. I'm still going to do Virgo. But let's do your reading here first. So let's see. This is part 1. The link for part 2 will be in the description or at the top of the comments. Okay. And everything we discuss in part 2 is listed there as well. So let's see what, I did something a little different on Gemini's, but okay. Let's just get into it. Doubt is coming out for the doubt, introspection, and tenderness. Okay. This is the energy of this connection. So let's read this. Doubt is the lack of trust in yourself or others' abilities, often stemming from fear or uncertainty. When doubt appears, it reminds you to return to your inner self, your inner belief. Trust yourself, as you have the wisdom and strength to overcome challenges before you, doubt. All right. Okay. Can we clear? Okay. Wow, these cards are just coming out. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles. I feel like whoever this is, you're starting to doubt, and this could be the both of you, but there's doubt in the investment. Okay. 7 of Pentacles is about investing time, energy, money, and maybe, for example, Capricorn, you could be very invested in this connection or situation, but you're starting to doubt if you're going to receive the fruits of your labor. You're starting to doubt if something is going to pay off. Okay. And I want to read that part. Doubt is the lack of trust in yourself or others. All right. So doubts are coming to the surface. All right. And with the original 7 of Pentacles, you got to remember, it's the gentleman looking at, the garden, right? He's sitting there, he's holding his gardening tool, and he's just staring like, okay, where's the fruits of my labor? When is this going to happen? So it's like, usually when this type of energy shows up, it's because you're about to have some sort of breakthrough. Okay. So you could look at it like, in the physical reality, right, or above ground, it looks like nothing is happening, but everything is forming below the surface. Okay. So like roots are, they're growing, but it's like the foundation of what it is that you've invested in. Okay. Or this connection, the foundation of it is like really stabilizing. I don't know the word for it, but it's like I'm just imagining the roots growing and then becoming firm. Okay. Solid. It's like solidifying and forming a very strong foundation for what's about to give birth, for what's about to emerge. Okay. If that makes sense. Do I want mutual feelings? I don't know. Let's do animal spirit first. I went live on the membership. It was really nice. I pulled well, I tried to pull a collective card, but it was actually, we were just talking. I was just sharing like downloads and things like that. But I think it was Natalie. Okay, the buffalo is showing up here. Earth energy. I want to ask the question though, but I kind of feel like that's you. I do feel like that's you. But Natalie was saying that she was happy that I brought back the animal spirit cards, and I was like, me too. Yeah. These are my guys right here. Can you show me Capricorn and the connection with who this is? If you're coming up as a buffalo, the buffalo will come out again. All right. Yeah. Bat. Okay. So air energy. Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing you show up as the bat. I'm seeing the whale. And you're worried. You're worried. Okay. Whale shows up emotionally. You're like slipping back into the old story. That's when the whale shows up. And I need to pull more cards. What I'm seeing with you, Capricorn, your energy is not very present. Okay. So it's like you're thinking about the future and then you're thinking about the past. And your fears from the past are causing doubts about your future. All right. And you have this sense like you need to let go. All right. I see you adapting to what's going on. I see you adapting to what's going on, but there is definitely some fears. It's almost like I see you pushing yourself forward to the future. Like you're like, okay, I need to just kind of, this is it. I need to do this. And yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I see you kind of nervous to speak to this person because I'm also seeing you as the crow. Remember doubt. I'm going to go back to this. Trust yourself as you have the wisdom and the strength to overcome the challenges before you. Because what's going on here with this individual is there is a challenge presented. All right, hold on. Yeah, oh, the eagles come, but if I feel like you're the eagle too. You're very focused on having some sort of communication with who this is. All right. Being very direct with this person. Can you show me? A lot of you have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Show me this person, how they're showing up for Capricorn. The raccoon, hiding. This is my Seven of Swords card. So definitely could be Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius. Okay. Hiding, masking. You've got the Scorpion energy here. Ooh, lots of, wow. Could be a Scorpio, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a fellow earth sign. If I'm just looking at elements, I'm getting fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, or raccoon, earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But I'm getting Aquarius and Scorpio. Lots of fear. Okay. Wow. And even the rabbit. So you're like showing up like the eagle, and literally in the animal spirit deck, when it talks about the rabbit tells all his friends, like the eagle's going to swoop down and get me. And look how you're showing up and look how they're showing up. There's a lot of fear and anxiety with who this is. Okay. Wow. So they're masking, but it's not just fear are they afraid that you're going to find out something? They're afraid you're going to find out something. Wow. And you're almost like nervous to bring it up. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So raccoon usually shows up when someone's masking, wearing a mask. And hell yeah, Scorpion and raccoon energy, this is someone definitely wearing a mask. I think you're like almost afraid to pull that mask off. Okay. Future. Mask off. Um, hmm. Okay, let's see. Because Eagle, what it says, it's like, you know, it's like, what does it say? I need to get that book from inside. It says you are stronger than you think, Eagle child. Okay. Like it's kind of like Phoenix energy, but you're like heading right into the fire. That's the eagle flying right to the sun. You're like, wow. And you're like, okay, it's time to bring this shit to light. Okay. They're waiting on you, but they're almost there's two things. Either they're worried about you like discovering something about them, or they're remaining hidden. Hold on, because let's say, for example, I'm going to keep this very simple. Let's say, for example, you and this person, you're not talking to each other, but there's been some sort of breakup. They're almost anticipating your return, right? With this raccoon and the scorpion energy. But I see like other people bringing you up to them, or they're very irritated by other people right now. Okay. And what actually I see them too maybe even telling their friends, right? Their fears, their doubts, like maybe Capricorn's never going to show up. I don't know. Like they're really feeding into their fears. I wouldn't be surprised if the 9 of Swords came out. Okay. Some sort of swords. Okay. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Matter of fact, okay. Go to the tarot. Show me this person. How are they showing up for Capricorn right now? Oh, well. You know, when I saw that whale and I saw introspection, I got the Hermit. So definitely getting big Virgo energy. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. But you have the Lovers for how this person is showing up. So Gemini. Okay. Partnership. Commitment, even with the 10 of Pentacles. A number of you're married to this person. I hate to say this. They could be in a marriage or partnership. Sorry. Welcome to the world of tarot. Yeah, they could be, absolutely. But they're separated from you. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be, a family member. I don't know how it's going to resonate for some of you, but let me see how you're showing up here, Capricorn. Wow, these all came out. The Hierophant, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. You're going like you're in this place where you're like, okay, I'm going in to make something right with this individual. That's the Hierophant. You're operating from a place of morals, standards, okay? And you could even be going into sort of like fix. Whenever I look at the Knight of Swords, you look at his headlamp right there. You're going in. It's interesting, right? You're like shining a light, bringing something to light, okay? And even with the 9 of Pentacles, there's Ganesha. I feel like you're offering, like there's a peace offering. And Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. And remember, what does this say? When doubt appears, it reminds you to return to your inner self. Trust yourself as you have the wisdom and strength to overcome the challenges before you. So you have the capacity. Like, even if you didn't think so, the energy that I'm getting with you is, especially with the 9 of Pentacles, this is a very successful energy. Okay. You're in a certain position where you can, like, I do get confidence with you. There's duality there. Okay. Both of you showing up with this Gemini energy. It's like you're going in to fix this, but you're doing that. I see you showing up like very honest, very, like you're showing up very like respectable, doing the right thing. That's your intention. I feel like you have good intentions here. But this person's almost in fear that you don't. Okay. All right, here we Knight of Swords is communication. So some of you are already, if you haven't done so, I see you communicating to this person. But if you are communicating to them, then that means that, hold on. They're hiding something. All right. Responsibilities. All right, what are the mutual feelings that these two share for one another? What are their mutual feelings for each other? Understanding. Okay, that's good. I see your side of the story. Capricorn, you have overwhelmed, and that could be what I was getting with the whale spirit. It's interesting too, because it says that the whale is a beacon of light. Okay. A lot of you, I'm getting, you have this very like maternal energy as well. It's very nurturing energy. Okay, stress, you're stressed. There's also some stress here. And your person has escape. I left when things got hard. I left when things got difficult. This keeps wanting to come out for your person. I feel shattered about this situation. They're just hiding it. They're hiding it. They're very, that's the tenderness I was getting. I feel like this person, I hate to say this, but there is potential that even if they're involved with someone else, Capricorn, they're heartbroken about you. Okay. And some of you are speaking to this person, but they're hiding that. They're masking that. And what I'm getting with you is your intentions are very pure. Your intentions are, you're speaking to this person from a place of, just good intentions. There's no ill will here, okay? You could also be giving them advice. That's what I'm seeing, Capricorn. You could be giving this person advice. Telling, and maybe that's stressing you out. Something about this is stressing you out. Like I said, to go back to the very beginning, there is doubt. There is doubt. You know what okay. There it is, the bat. I see you being very honest, being very transparent, okay? But again, something about this connection or relationship, like if this person's talking to you, there is stress there. You are a bit overwhelmed, even like, let's say you're giving this person advice or talking to them or giving them like, sincere guidance. A part of you has kind of let go of the outcome. I feel like a part of you, there's doubt. And so you've emotionally detached from the outcome. Okay. So let's say this person, you give them advice and before, and it's very sound advice that I feel like you're giving them or whatever you're telling them. Okay. But you're telling yourself, with the bat, like, but I have to understand, that this is my choice. I'm choosing to talk to this person. I'm choosing to do this. And, whatever happens, at least I know the seeds that I planted or what I did, it came from a good place. It came from a place of, righteousness and, doing the right thing. And I kind of have to let go of what happens. That's what I see with you. You're like, if it works out this way, it works out this way. But if not, I know that I did it from a good place. That's what I'm getting with you. Okay. So what is the outcome for these two? This is what we're going to get into in part 2. We have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So we'll talk about this over on part 2, Capricorn. If you would like to watch it and hear the messages, I tell you everything we discuss over there. Like I said, it's in the link below in the description or at the top of the comments. Members, I'll see you over there for sure. And I wish you all the best, Capricorn. I think your energy is very sound, and no matter what, with the 7 of Pentacles being there, it does tell me that you will receive the fruit from your labor. It's not done in vain. Okay. It will all pay off because you're doing something from a good place. Okay. So good for you. All right. All right, guys. Other than that, if I'm not going to see you over on part 2, love you all so much. Take care. I'll see you next time. Peace.